And welcome back. Alright, so last time we found our first famed item, this Veteran's Splendor, which is a battle-forged piece for number 2. So that will go on Udalric here for now. Enjoy that. Gives him a bit more armor and a bit more fatigue. I guess this base layer could also be heavier, so let's actually switch that. This Gambeson is good for that. Right, he doesn't even have Battle Forged, but for now that is no issue as he is level 4. He will go nimble if he survives. Anyways, we are sadly too injured to pursue this group of brigands for our patrol contract. So we will camp here. Also switched a few armor pieces around, stuff like that, nothing major. Anywho, let's get to it. Treat these injuries. And do I actually want to salvage things? Let's see, how many tools can I get? Probably not many, since I don't have the salvage equipment. Might still be worthwhile. Assign like one person there and make some space here. Something like that, maybe. So get 16 tools out of that. Once we actually... okay, that's more. Anyways, once we actually get the salvage equipment, then that will be far more efficient. We'll be doing it pretty often. Anyways, let's see here. So assign at least one person there. How is it taking so long? Well, I guess because you're bad at it and I don't have the equipment. Well, anyways, I think I'll just go with one person. No, let's go with 2. That did help a lot there. Alright, 2 healers, 1 scout, etc, etc, etc. Okie dokie. And they have stupidly returned. They don't realize their home base has been destroyed. Oh, brigand hunters as well. A few veterans. Okay, I would imagine they don't actually want to fight us. We'll see though. I will kill one of this group of brigands. Maybe even both. Do you actually want to fight? You do! Interesting. Well, I suppose that's because they have the veterans. And it's taken a long time to repair because of these armors that we've looted. Mostly. Also have some longswords that I'm repairing. Anyways, this can still go on someone. Maybe, if I can find the right candidate. Yeah, that seems fine. Just put Ludgardis at only 43 fatigue. That's okay for now, though. How about this heavy piece here on our sergeant? That's fine as well. And I suppose even Sütze here, the new guy, who's a taxidermist, can get some better gear. Alright. I suppose we'll get to it then. We'll be using a lot of nets again, but that's why they're here. That's why we bought them. That's why we keep on stacking them, using them, repairing them. Right, let's fight on the plains. I think I have everything covered. We once again do have room for more people as we lost Frodo last time. Joined this huge list of casualties. Anyways, impressive list we have here. Let's see if I can add to it. Alright. So let's see here. This weapon is a semi-dangerous one. It's wielded by just a raider though. Should be pretty easy to handle. This armor would be nice to dagger. I suppose this one also slightly less so though. Okay, here's a veteran with a shield, has flimsier armor though. Alright, come to your deaths. Just engage here, I suppose. I will be using those nets, so let's wait, probably. Alright. Net time. Once again. So this guy who doesn't have a shield, maybe I will not net, at least yet. It seems a few of them are being a little bit coy. Well, sure. That's fine with me. That is just fine. Alright. So Sütze probably cannot do much, but let's try it anyway. Well, 45, that's not nothing. Does get a tiny little hit in there. I think I'll probably back off as their melee guys are all headed this way for some reason. Also, yes, mark target. Let's mark some targets. That's enough marks. Just do that. Right, Udalrich cannot attack when I did that, but that's also a-okay. Maybe take this high ground for now. Nah, this is fine. I think. And I'll still leave it as an option to move there. Anyways, I need more frontline capable people. Having just one here would help a lot. But we shall have to make do with what we have. Also, yes, Luthgardis now has Polar Mastery, so can move twice and attack. Doesn't have Pathfinder though, so that will not always apply. Take the high ground with her. They might decide to go for it anyway, but then we have the others to handle it, if the need arises. Okay, let's see. So this guy's armor is, apart from the head armor, semi-thick. Then again, that seems to apply for all of them. Maybe except for this guy. Anyways, that's the clear shot we have, I suppose. So go for it. Start tickling. Have to start somewhere. Alright. Let's see. Pawns I do need to be a bit careful with. At least a little bit. How about a hit and run from there? Problem is, can this guy reach? We'll be able to get there. So if I move here or here, that will be in melee. It is a veteran with a shield. The good news is that the armor is pretty light, though. Well, have decent armor, not great, but decent. On pawns here. It's a little bit awkward, though. At least a little bit. How about just using a net on him now? Yeah, I think that might make more sense than what I'm currently doing. So use a net on him, slow him down mainly. Then just move to a safer spot. Okay, good luck, Baldwin. And that was a good one. Alright. So do I net anyone else at the moment? I don't think I will. Let's move like here with Burghugne. Alright, and Azur. Do I take the high ground here? That would be a kill. Let's see if you can get it. You cannot. Anyways, we need someone here as well. It might as well be you. Yeah, I think so. We are out of options anyway at the moment. So it's going to be you, Azur. Doesn't actually have a melee weapon though, so yeah. Definitely need more people who can handle the front line. At least for a tiny little bit of time. Right, 24. Nope. Let's move Liz, not Liz, Herbert. I think. And Udalrik is now free to move here. Does mean I get away from Ludgardis though, who might need some help. Not just yet, but perhaps soon. Anyways, let's do it anyway. Bandit Veteran uses Bash and hits Udalrik for 71% and leaves them baffled. Okay. How rude. Right, would be nice to get this kill on someone else. Would be a waste of damage on Baldwin, so I will wait. Okay, a raider might be headed here. Or mayhaps here. In any case, time to do things. Pawns. Or not. Let's stay there for now. Right, time for more nets, I suppose. On this veteran, at least. Sure, yeah, let's use one here as well. Right, and then with the heavy crossbow, what can you do? Nothing. Bandit veterans, at least some of them, maybe all of them have underdog. This one doesn't though. Okay, so not every single one. Anyways. Just attack, get some grazes in there. Good hit. Right. Just wait. And let's wait and see where this raider decides to go. Yeah, he's going for the flank there. And sadly I do, it seems, have to try to get this kill on Baldwin. Does get it at least. Okie dokie. So Baldwin has 47 melee defense, which is good. Doesn't have underdog yet, though. And 47, honestly, while it's good, will not keep him safe forever. Okay, that's just a short sword. I suppose we'll step here. And you may stay where you are. Alright. More nets, I guess. Even on these raiders. Intercept this gal, maybe? Yeah, let's do it, I think. Right, just move here. And Liz, maybe just reposition for now, as it seems that the targets in range have been marked. So move like there. And maybe mark someone else, like this veteran. Okay, let's see. 95, 80. I'll go for the lower chance though, as we can probably deal with this one, and if not, she is dazed anyway, so less of a threat. Gets it, okay. Good. Right, let's wait for a mark here, I think. This target is marked. It's just that Sütze here sucks a bit. Well, as I said that, he did land it. Okay. And I suppose just attack here, unless I want to net this veteran again. Doesn't seem necessary. It would obviously help, but there is a cost. How about Heartseeker 43? Would be nice to hit one of those, but it's also more fatigue intensive. Let's just go for the regular attack. Miss both. Okay, you have net repair, so that's plus 10 to melee defense, which is 0 at the moment. Yeah, well. Anyways, likely getting hit there anywho. Instead, she breaks free and shield walls. Okie dokie. Mark this guy. And this veteran will still kind of need a net. Anyways. Takes the high ground. Interesting choice. And also Baldwin has been baffled and parried. 56. How do I feel about taking a 56? Guess we allow this guy to exist where he is for the most part. Then again, Adalbert, the forger, could get next to him. I don't have another target for Herbert anyway, so I guess that's what's going to happen. But Udalrich can help with this guy. Yeah, I think so. Anyways, let's wait. Let's use... No, you can't. You cannot use a net. You're too fatigued, but pawns here, Ken. So do it. Immediately breaks free. Okie dokie. Well, we have a net on Vifted here as well. I suppose I will spam those nets. Okie dokie. Lucky hit. I'll take it. Let's wait for Herbert to attack this raider. Also, yes, mark target. No, this one is already marked. How about this one? Not marked. Not marked. Let's mark this one. $65. No. $35 does land. Okay, and Azur, what can I do with you? Maybe just move here and throw. Yeah, I suppose so. Has a 60 initiative. Might still be worthwhile to shield wall, maybe. Then again, Astrid is initiative-based part. Well, no, 57. 57 left. So I guess I do shield wall. Need so little damage. But it seems he will get to go first. I do have Ludgardis, but the only spot I can move her to is right next to this guy. Might still be getting hit despite shield walling. Anyways, I will do so. And you do that. Bonk. Out of curiosity, what was the chance? 23. Well, anyways, I've gotten lucky here as well, so it's fine. Now let's deal with the rest of them. Slowly, but surely. Might be slightly in trouble here, maybe. We'll see. Anyways, do that. And if I can, I will avoid using any more nets. I could try to kick this guy to get at the days. Seems like the best option here. Hiya! Staggered. How about the days? Yeah, there you go. You can sit out. It's fine. Get that guy. Still marked, not marked. So mark that one. $73. It's whiffed instead. Alright, come on guys, you can do it. You can do it. Hiya, hiya. Well, anyways, the fight is won. It just remains to be seen how badly Burgogne here gets hurt. Okay, and still marked. Yes, you attack. Can't move and attack, it seems. Why is this 6 fatigue? Is it always? Surely it's not always 6 fatigue. Oh, this is a change. Being fat is worse now. Builds up 2 more fatigue for each tile traveled. Well, good to know, I guess. I'll do nothing in that case. Okay, I need to deal with this. Anyways, first things first. Okie dokie. So, yeah. Might still need to use that net. If someone has one and is close enough. And has the fatigue. So let's reapply the mark. Okay, well, I think it's better to just go for the damage here. But I could use the net as well. Exactly the right amount of fatigue. Okie dokie. Well, that is, let's see, 25 here. No, you don't have the fatigue. You're right. I guess there's ever so slight of a chance that Burgogne here dies. Yep. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Anyways, it's not like a huge loss, since we do have another guy with the net perks. Anyways, good job to you. Now let's kill you. Now I don't need the net anymore. So, whatevs. There we go. It's over. So yeah, goodbye to you, Burgogne. Cogne. At least I won't have to try to pronounce your name anymore. Anyway, she served me well. Get a couple of levels out of that. And some loot, yeah, okay. 2 items will be deleted. So let's find some crap to delete. Okie dokie. And once again, it seems we need to camp. Also, we need more recruits, even if they're bad. Someone who can stand in the front line for a while. Anyways, Sütze here is level 2. So some kind of ranged build it will be, probably throwing. Also does have heightened reflexes, so initiative is more damage. So I guess that 2 stars there will come in handy. Might just be a crossbow. This is a pretty low ranged skill, but crossbows have a plus to hit, so it shouldn't matter quite as much. So yeah, let's take the range defense, the range skill, and the initiative. Hit points would have also been good, but have to choose something. So eventually, yes, initiative is damage, so I could take alert already. I could take like gifted to make this guy immediately slightly more usable. Fast adaptation is fine as well. Or student. I'll go with gifted, I think. Take more initiative. And next up we have Bovo, who will be a crossbow user. Well, already is, but still. We'll get the crossbow mastery. And when I say crossbow user, I suppose it also covers firearms, potentially. So what do I take? Well, yeah, mind over body, so I guess might be fortified mind already. Takes perhaps more hit points here. Obviously, since it's from the crossbow tree, does also get heightened reflexes. Does get alert. And does get perfect fit. No stars in initiative, but maybe that doesn't really matter. Roll the +5 here. Yeah, oh, sure. I guess so. Take the heightened reflexes. Let's mark these 2 in blue. And let's go ahead and take the... Then again, has gifted as well. Does have that. I guess I take that first. It's going to be of more use in the short term. Take it. And yeah, need to kind of spread these points around a little bit. Can't take both resolve, can't take initiative as well, can't take fatigue as well. Since he will go with mind over body, if he ever gets that far, I suppose it's probably better here to go with resolve, and maybe it's enough to take the good rolls for initiative. And rely on... Well, we'll get at least perfect fit. Let's mark that in green. And maybe we'll also get alert. Also mark that in blue and that in blue. Well, I guess in green. There. So yes, still has this, so do it. This time does take the initiative. Like so. Alright, and we have... Let's see here. Okay, running out of tools. So I can't quite repair everything at the moment that I would like. So I guess we won't. I'll repair some of these weapons though. Okay, so, yeah, we are not up to fighting at the moment. Also out of ammunition once again. Did that refresh my ammos? No, it didn't. Also, yes, need to do this. Well, that's what I get, I guess, for spamming the nets. Can't do the range damage if I don't have the ammo as it has all been spent elsewhere. Anyways, so I could head here and get a couple of recruits and also get more tools and ammo as well. And perhaps also medical supplies. That means I avoid every fight along the way. Well, not every necessarily, but most of them, as we are definitely too damaged. Guess I'll do that. That means these brigands will get to live for now. And also, yes, recruits. Did I mention that? So, yeah, we need someone. I guess I'll get both of these guys. So we have Odo, the gambler, and Rand, the caravan hand. Okay, let's see here. Greedy and predictable. Well, that's not a good trait for a gambler, surely. What a combination, though. Makes thematic sense. Anyway, the guy is garbage. Pretty much just garbage. Has 2 stars in initiative. That's like the only saving grace here. So just a fodder. And being greedy and all, that's a-okay with me. Anyways, since he has been so greedy and predictable, he apparently lost his shirt. So we have to provide something. So let's do so. Some pretty light armor for now. Have like a boar spear maybe. And a shield. And a dagger. And in you go. Good luck to you. You will definitely need it. Next up we have Rand here, who is actually good. 3-star melee skill. This guy I want to keep alive is also ambitious and fearless. 1-star melee defense. So that means this guy is frontline capable, will die pretty easily though, if I'm not careful early on. But yeah, that's a very good find for us. So frontline something. Well, let's mark it as front trainee. Will be, let's see, it seems battle-forged. Unless, of course, I find an armor book. Well, buy one, I guess. Don't know if you can find them. Anyways, we'll be getting Colossus, I would imagine. What else? Resolve is probably too low. Well, then again, that disabled that. The plan your perks bug there. Disabled the fearless effect there. So 56. Could maybe go with mind over body. Has fortified mind. And I can get +4 from gifted. Let's mark those in blue. Athlete is also available. If I go with Battleforged though. Maximum usable fatigue, so yeah, that won't be a thing with Battleforge, I don't think. So this might be worthwhile, promised potential. Let's mark some things here. I'll mark this in blue since it's still possible that I do indeed decide to give this guy like a lithe or nimble book instead. He is, I think, good enough for that kind of special treatment. Anyways, so we'll reach 85 to 96 by level 11. Plus whatever comes from training. So can go with basically any weapon, but probably something like hammers or axes. Probably. Something like that. So this guy I want to keep alive. For now he will be in the front line, though I can't really put him into the back line since the back line is so full. So I can move Lutkardis into the front, I guess, and just do it like with Herbert. Anyways, Rand here gets the fighting spear. Gets, I guess, this armor. Well, I can make it slightly heavier if I'd like. I guess I will. Like so. And also some kind of heavy helmet. This seems to be basically the only option. 41 fatigue only. Alright, so someone else will give up their dagger. Where's Liz at? Over there. Okay, that's a mistake. Anyways, you have a dagger. Instead, have a knife. And you can have a dagger. So hopefully, yes. Hopefully, yes. I can make use of this guy in the mid to late game. Keep him alive. Will take some levels to actually get use out of him. Some proper use. 25 fatigue after all of this gear. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, that's the money spent on recruits. There are no more recruits available. Food-wise, we're doing okay. I can still buy more, though. But yeah, I guess the tools are a priority here. Also, let's camp here for a while to repair. And also buy these expensive ammos here. Since I really need them. $100 for a tabard. I won't be getting that though. I'll get a few food items. Maybe this goat cheese is actually worth it. It's a stack of 25. Lasts for 11 days plus whatever else. Let's see. So 11 goes to 15, so plus 4. Guess I'll get all of it. We can actually sell it for a profit as well at what's the place called? Schwanstadt. Anyways, let's camp here. And in the morning, or, well, next day we'll once again buy more tools. Don't need 2 healers, I guess. You'd still use more Fletchers. Something like that is fine. Alright, let's see here. Let's wait for a bit and then buy tools and then move on. Bovo, the ever-lucky sellsword, has managed to find something interesting. You ask how he came across the item. He shrugs. Felt a tingle in my fingers and then a tingle in my crotch. After that I got to looking around for something boring to absolve myself and saw it just sitting there. You gain a padded surcoat. So it might have something else attached to it. It does. However, it's garbage. Well, anyways, thanks. Anyways, like I was saying, let's buy tools in a moment and then leave. Only what is happening. Okay. Still haven't actually gained any alcohol from assigning Hathaward, who has alcohol brewing. Anyways, I guess the chance... Well, the rewards increase as you level up. Is level 5. Well, anyways, let us buy tools and then leave. So how many? Like, 70. So let's... Well, no, I don't have the money. Let's not bother. Alright, we move. Then again, do I have any repaired stuff to utilize here? This is repaired. Guess I could even give Odo the Fodder some actual armor. I suppose so. Okay, have it. Also, this has attachments, so a tabard. Let's see here. You can have a tabard. And that can go on... Probably Herbert, let's see. Yeah. Keeps the life value. How about making this heavier? Maybe it's heavy enough. 47 fatigue currently. To play with. Well, it's good to have more armor than you need. Instead of the other way around. Mail patch. So that goes, I guess, for Udalrik. Yeah. Sure. And I think that covers it for now. Okay, let's go. All the way here to Jaderwall. While on the march, you find a drunken nobleman tottering side to side on the path. Mussy is the name of his hair. Leaves and grass and what looks like bird shit swept up in it, like someone stirred the ingredients to a prank. But his clothes sweep about with the finest of silks, and his fingers glisten with jewelry. He has a bottle in each hand, and he swings them around as he sings gibberish pop songs. He is in all regards the greatest magnet for a mugging you've ever seen. Hathaward purses lips and looks like a wolf staring at a fat sheep. I'm not saying nothing, sir. I'm just saying it. That's a lot of juice. A lot of juice limping down the road. But again, I ain't saying nothing. You know what the sellsword is talking about. Well, anyways. Okay, this is hilarious. So we have the servant option, which is Hathaward. But it was Hathaward who said this line. Okay. Why is he looking at Hathaward? As you near the nobleman, his eyes go wide and he points at Hathaward, the servant. Just wait a sec. I know ye. You look back. He does. The nobleman stumbles forward with his legs scissoring side to side. You were my servant to my cousin-in-laws that one fine evening. You were great. The greatest servants. Oh. Well, I dare say you can have all this shite, because I don't think we explained. Yeah, sorry, paid, yeah? The man takes anything of value and throws it over. He seems happy just to be relieved of the weight of it all. If you see my cousin again, let him know that I killed his brother with the mantelpiece. No hard feelings. Well, alright then. Anyways, I think you get a better loot out of this event if you have a thief. We didn't, though. So Hathaward gains resolve. That doesn't matter. We gain a signet ring. Anyways, amusing event. Good job doing that thing a while back. Anyways, let's go. Let's go. brigand tracks, but I don't see any. Anyways, whatever. Let's just go the most direct route. I guess I could see if I see what the garrison here is, though. The Darkwood Tomb. I mean, probably... Yeah, sure, I can probably do it. Even if I don't see what's inside, because it's so close to civilization. It would really help me determine just how doable it is, though. Well, let's see. Can I see? No. However, if I'm going to attack, let's wait for dawn. Yeah, I suppose we will be going in. So we have one instance of rally. Which means I don't necessarily want to split my guys like this. Of course, it's possible there are no ghasts inside. But there might be. There definitely might be. So I guess you go into the middle. Do I actually... Yeah, I guess now I will do this. So Vifted the Sergeant finally gets the battle standard. And I still... I mean, it's an undead location. I guess I could finally use a spear, which means I use this fighting spear. But I will take a shield if that's the case. That means this one. For Herbert. All the way up to 23 melee defense. Guess you can go without a shield there, Adalbert, since whatever. Should I though? Nah, maybe I shouldn't. Have a shield. And you can have a lighter shield. Or actually, undead location means maybe even take like a heavier weapon. Even if you're level 1. Maybe. So basically that's the longsword. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Let's camp for a bit to repair and wait for dawn. And then go in, see how that goes. So, did I still... Yes, okay, sure. Read these before we go. Then again, he might just immediately die here, but I suppose I owe him that much. So treat those, and then we do it. 6 hours, huh? Okay. So in a moment. Okay, there we are. So I don't know what's inside. But since it's so close to civilization, and we also have that ambition for undead locations, I will attempt this. Surely we will be fine. Hoping for like zombies plus... Well, I didn't get what I wanted. So we have a Höllenhund. Those are pretty annoying. Also this... They have a new graphic. Honestly, I think I liked the earlier one more, but... Anyways. We also have a Winselmatter. Those are extremely annoying. Also has a new graphic from when I last played. We have a couple of ghasts at least. Only 12 enemies in total. Well, anyways. Let's see how this goes. .55 melee skill only. But it does take quite a beating, being nimble and all. So it seems there is no necromancer here. Also, last time I played, I think you can net these things, but once you hit them, they will teleport anyway. That's their mechanic. Suppose I will still do it, probably. It says resistance against ranged weapons. Well, let's try it anyway. Yeah, trapped in a net. And also, I suppose, let's mark. So, who's going to be the lucky fella? I guess Udalrik will go for it. With the quick step. Might as well get next to it, though. And Herbert... Yeah. I almost forgot who the hell this is, since he's equipped with something else now. Also, yes, that's the Höllenhund debuff. Sluggish, minus 25% initiative. Resolve of 72. So I'm wondering... Yeah, this is probably fine, at least for the time being. Which means Udalric goes here. Also, yes, Udalric is, as we know, superstitious. So, not really the fight for him. Currently at 56 resolve, though, as he is no longer afraid for now. Now, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, quick step. Alright, doesn't teleport, so either I misremembered, or they fixed it. Or they actually changed the mechanic. That's also possible. Anyways. Okay, Rand, it's your first battle. Can you do something? You can. Good job. Alright. Go for this one. Winsel Matter is doing nothing for the time being. That will change soon. So how close do I want to get? Not too close. Maybe Baldwin there though, so that means that the backline is safe-ish here. Though if I move here I can throw, so that's fine. That's better. Do it. Sure, Baldwin here. Baldwin's resolve 59. I suppose Liz will be moving as well to make room for Viftet the Sergeant. Yeah, sure. That's a-okay. Right, move there and let's mark this one. And then we have Odo, who's the new gambler fodder. Just move there. Do nothing else. Winsel Matter coming in. So yeah, it's possible that some of these Legends enemies mechanics have been changed. I suppose there's... well... the way I will find out is by playing the game. I won't be going into the Discord to find out, I guess. Anywho. So, yeah, the Winsel Matter has 9 lives. We need 2 hits on it. It has 81 melee defense. So, it's basically like a Geist, so you shouldn't be able to net it. And also... ranged attacks have 5%. So... 1 in every 20 will be actually a hit, but probably not worth trying that most of the time. Anyways, keep on killing. Don't really have a good target here for Bovo. Guess I move here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the teleporting is still in there and netting does indeed stop that from happening. Good to know. That does mean, though, it's in a semi-dangerous position for us. Can get to our backline. Anyways, let's mark this Winselmotter. And who else would like to be marked at the moment? Probably not the Geist. I won't be able to get to it. Just the Wiener Ganger here. There you go. Let's use Udarik's attack first, I guess. Also, it would be better to get Herbert against the Winselmotter than the Wiener Ganger, I guess. Can't really rely on being able to move there, though. How about Adalbert? Probably has a pretty bad, yeah, 46 melee skill. I guess just wait for now. Yeah, wait for now. Keep on waiting. When in doubt, keep on waiting. Rand is doing good work at level 1. Alright. Yeah, let's go for the Wiedergänger. Okay, so do I bother using a net again? The Hellenhund is dazed, so I guess it's not quite as much of a threat. Maybe I use Odo to intercept here. Or block, rather. So Pons can just do this. And Azur deals with the Wiener Ganger. Nearly. Alright, just hold there for now. And you can stay where you are. Welp. I didn't want to do this, but maybe it is for the best. Or I could go for the flank. Yeah, I guess that's better. Just intercept the Wiener Ganger. Ouchies. Okay, so Pons has been horrified. Means he loses his turn, is also now wavering, takes hit point damage. Anywho, we should be fine in this fight, it's fairly easy. Baldwin also wavering. Don't think I will be using a rally. Let's let Rand handle the Wiedergänger, I think. Well, someone else anyway. I think moving here might actually be good, because I might be about to be engaged by the other two zombies here. So I can't get to the Winselmotter if I wait. There's a chance that this one will actually stop that from happening, though. Something like a spear would obviously be a better weapon to go up against a Winselmotter. And we do have a couple of spears. Also, maybe Pons actually needs some protection. Alright, let's actually go for this. Dodges an 18. It's a 77. You handle that. Good job. And this is fairly obvious. Okay. I believe throwing axes actually deal decent damage against Hellenhunds. I don't have any though. So we'll let Odo handle it for now. Just shield wall. Don't even attack, as if you hit, the thing will just teleport. Okay, that frees up Herbert, the main man, to go for the Winselmatter. As well as Ranch. They don't have Underdog. Still marked. Let's just save Fatigue with Liz. Okay, exposed, and then we have 11%. Nope. Ouch. Okay. Rand might be in trouble. Also, Baldwin fleeing. We'll be needing a rally from Vifted. Also, we need to deal with the Winselmatter ASAP. I guess now's a good time to actually find out for certain. I mean, 99.9% certainty that you cannot use a net against an incorporeal thing like this. But on the off chance that I could... No, immune to being rooted. Makes sense. Yes, makes sense. Does make sense. I can't rotate Rand out of there either. Well, I guess hit point wise it's not that bad just yet. So maybe I don't need to be worried. In any case... Also, you're fleeing. Okay. Okie dokie. Herbert for the 30... No, let's wait for the mark. Definitely wait for the mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Just keep your fatigue, I think. No, let's do that. And... over here. Let's wait for Udalric to get out of the way. Move there to rally. Good. Okay, so Udalric. Let's see. Could... No, shouldn't go for a Geist. Yeah, we've already established why, but let's use him near the Winselmatter anyway. I guess. Maybe like here. What the hell do I do with this guy? I guess move here. Okay, no longer has the fatigue to shield wall. That's fine. Okay, does that. Okay, so there goes the 9 lives. One more hit needed. We do not get it yet. Okay, and also, yes, the Höllenhund does need to be dealt with. Still. Might be killing Odo, then again, Odo doesn't matter. Anywho, let's do that. Oh, I did not mean to do that specifically. Sorry about that, Adalbert. Okay, let's, I guess it's actually a good thing to get this thing to teleport, so I suppose... Well, that's not very far, but anyway. Nice one. A ranch? No. Once again, no, we can't. We can't wait for Herbert. Do that. Just attack. Liz does have a spear. 58 melee skill. Yeah, I guess so. Gets it. 29. Okay, nice job. Nice job. Sadly, Udalric won't have fatigue to hit the Höllenhund. Let's still move there, though. 15 fatigue for the Cutchel. Okay. Rally again from the same spot. Alright, do I bother with the net? I don't think I need to. Mark the Geist. And once again, do that. $49, new. Okay, I wanted to stay put so that Udalric can handle it. Let's see though. Höllenhund Curse. Minus 30% fatigue recovery, so that means cannot actually use this weapon. Since base fatigue recovery is 15, and so is Cutchel. Damn it. So who will handle it in that case? We need some damage over here. Let's see. Well, Pons does have this. Cruel Falchion. Okay, time to go melee. That's going to take a bit before we can actually do anything. Ouch. Yeah, okay, mistake. Never mind. That's a lot of damage. Didn't foresee that being that much. Yeah, well, might be losing pawns in that case. Maybe. We'll see. Need to make it teleport or die. In any case, let's see if I can get this geist. Well, these geists. So far the answer is no. 48 melee defense. We just need that one hit in though. Speaking of one hit, okay, well, we did make it teleport. Someone needs to step in front though. Who the hell is it going to be? Schütze, maybe. Okay, Liz once again saves today. This won't deal basically any damage, so I will not. Maybe, yeah, let's just get your spear out. Azur has some melee defense at least, and also when I do that, gets to 25. So move in front there. Without a melee weapon equipped though, you can just still go for pawns. Well, anyways, it is what it is. Can move Udalrik as well, of course. Okay, you just hold. You move there. Let's protect pawns. You do nothing. Well, actually, I could get the bludgeon out just in case it does actually, for some reason, goes for Astrid. That's not going to happen, though. Unless I can teleport it somewhere around here. I'll do it anyway. Since a ranged attack is likely to do next to nothing. Alright. Yeah, I can't really hit it with anything that can really hurt it. Well, I suppose even this stuff will eventually hurt it. Oh, yeah! Just a little bit. Hit for 3. Gazed down. So now we just have the Höllenhund left. Hit for 11. Okay, that's a nice spot. We can maybe do it with Baldwin. Hopefully. Could also try it with Rand, but... So let's mark. Might as well rally that. You can run away, I don't care. Alright, there we go. Pretty good fight. Couple of levels out of that. And we get Demon Hunt Bones and Banshee Essence. That's basically it. But that is also 1 out of 4 undead locations dealt with. Okay, so I'm running out of time a little bit, so I think I just need to move instead of camping here. Anyways, Adalbert is level 3. Rolled poorly. Let's see. What do I want? Probably just Colossus. Okay, and then we have Wifted the Sergeant. Let's take some range defense, I think. Melee skill it would be nice at the moment, but eventually we'll just be inspiring others. Or perhaps rotating others. So it's a bit of a waste, so I'll take this range defense instead. Alright, and I'm up to this tier. Is there a point in taking Polar Mastery? Probably not. Also, is... Increases days chance when using staff days. Interesting. Also increase the range of leap by 1 while using a staff. Huh. So is this like staff mastery at the same time? I guess so, since I haven't seen staff mastery anymore. Anyways, whatever. What will you take? Colossus is an option. And that enables him to go nimble, which means more fatigue. Yeah, I think probably that. Steel Brow also okay. I'll take Colossus. Up to 97 hit points. Alright, let's move again. So easier groups of enemies, I suppose we can still defeat along the way. Tougher ones I might need to avoid. Seems we're going through Schwarzburg. Also, will I actually have enough time? Hopefully. If I don't, then I'll be really sad. I think I will, just barely. 1 day left. It was here, I think. See a group of 5 brigands. Yeah, that's an easy one. I will do it. I will be doing it. Pawns could even sit out, as could Odo. I don't care though. Also, Odo I might just let go once I find someone else. Rand should have a shield for this, I think. Down to 27 fatigue. His main job here will be just to observe and get some XP. Let's let Pawns sit out. Although I don't care. No, then again, you will leech XP from us. So no, don't come. Do not join the fight. And maybe I should have... Yeah, I should probably get a reach weapon again. So get that there for Herbert. This is an easy fight, yes, but... Anyways. Also, is the ammunition fine? It seems to be. Seems to be, yes. Don't like to fight in the forest, but here we are. Only 5 of them. Saw another group of brigands as well. I don't think I have the time to chase them, though. I don't think so. Okay, just wait for them to arrive. This is an autopilot fight, basically. Oh, that was just a thug. Okay. Okay. And please advance. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that's a squire instead of something else. Probably don't go for this one with you, actually. It's a waste of damage. That's fine. It's not marked. Now is. Then again, this one moved here, so I guess probably will go for it with Udalric. Don't need to though. Yeah, let's just go here. trying to get through this quickly. Come on, guys, you can do it. You can do it. Excellent. Okay, one more. Okay. No levels. Some garbage. Okay, sadly, you guys will get to leave. Let's go to Jader Wall. Oh, orcs. I can't deal with that. That's too much. Yeah, I think that's way too many. There's a behemoth and an elite. Those are really tough opponents. They're blocking my way. Like, yeah. I could send in Odo and just have him flee. It's a bit cheesy. But yeah, I think I got the contract originally from here, if I remember correctly. Which means time is definitely of the essence. I can just engage and flee if I bring everyone, but that's going to take longer. In any case, it doesn't really matter. Since I'm not going to fight anyway. Also, I will be probably needing to flee twice on our way back as well. That's only Odo in the lineup. No, there's two people it seems, unless it's bugging. Oh, you. Okay. Alright. Hiya! I attack! And now I leave. Goodbye. Like I said, could have brought everyone and have everyone flee instead, but this is quicker. Odo the distraction. Yeah, see you later. Much later, hopefully, but that won't happen probably. I'll keep Odo in the fighting line. I'll just need to remember that that is actually the case, because yeah, we might need to be doing this again. Yeah, still have one final leg of the journey left. Let's see if I can get something here worth buying. Tools are too expensive. Two-handed group. Interesting. Oh, barter. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Greed is something that is interesting. For every 10,000, gain plus 1.5 to melee skill and range skill, gain 1.5 to melee defense and range defense, and gain plus 2 resolve. So you can actually give that to someone who's already good in fighting with that book. Interesting. I usually never take this, but it does have some merit. In any case, I think we just move on, unless I sell something here. Okay, let's sell a few things. Also, yes, I can buy ammo. It's expensive. I think I still kind of need to, given how I use nets. So I will. Also, yes, check the recruits. Maybe there's someone cheap. Well, there's a miner. Kind of cheap. is okay. Well, maybe that's an overstatement at this point. Has 3-star range, though. Yet another thrower? Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Be in the reserves for now. 70 hit points, 1-star initiative, 1-star melee. Yeah, 0 melee defense. Anyways, can be, I guess, a crossbow man as well. Or maybe a slinger. Yeah, well, anyways, we'll see, we'll see. 40 is not much, but it's enough, kind of. Especially with 3 stars. We'll reach 90 plus at least. Eventually. Eventually. Anyways, yeah, now we move. Don't do anything else, I don't think. Yeah, let's not buy dogs either, because money is starting to run out. Instead, once again, Odo will show us what he's good for. This does lower our morale, but it's fine. And we don't have time to mess about. We need to complete our contract. So nice of them to not chase him. They wouldn't catch up to him, but still. Alright. Goodbye again. And now let's move to Schwarzburg. Alright, there we go. He says good enough. I have the full count of 25. Anyways, 1760. Out of that. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get one... Well, let's see. 30... No, yes, 30. 30 tools. And currently I don't have money, but let's go to our selling location. And then we will. Well, I have a bit of money, I guess, but not that much. I'll gamble on this washerwoman. Okay, good talk. Goodbye. And now, yes, let's get people back into the fighting line. So this guy, do I have a ranged weapon for him? I have a light crossbow. Maybe keep him in the reserves for now. And we'll see, we'll see. I don't need that many backline people in the lineup, I guess. Also, let's move this guy back here. Alright. Stop by at forced launch. So now I could camp, because I kind of... a little bit maybe need to camp. Let's see. Or maybe I don't. Hans is badly hurt, though. Let's make some space by doing that. Also repair some of these things. I think we just go. Let's go. Leave those orcs in the dust. Probably won't be doing any of this, but well, then again, we are so close to Swanstadt that it's unlikely that a 2-skull delivery will be there. However, it might be to one of these places, which is kind of in the same direction. So, let's see. Finsterstadt, Lauenstadt. Where are you going? Erlach to the south? No. What is this? Finsterstadt. Yes, let's take this. The pay is bad, but let's still do it. Let's still do it. Okay. It is day 79. The Holy War is raging on, and we are making slow but steady progress. I see beast tracks. Let's see. There's a battle site though as well. Nachos. Brigands. Whatever. Alright, we come across a broken down cart again. Yeah, I don't need to be evil anymore. But I also have no time to help. This can result in an injury, if I remember correctly. We have no time for this. Just go. Here we are. Oh, damn it. We don't have ambushed trade routes anymore. So the selling price will be worse. What is it? A mere 18? Really? How rude. How rude. Well, it is what it is. Might even get a better price at the other location. I'll sell a few things though. Buying price is okay though, as well. At least for some things like food. Speaking of food, let's get some beer. And by some beer, I mean all of it. Also, dried fruits have a stack of 30. Let's get all of them. And now I definitely need to make some space here. Sell the garbage. So I can buy a donkey. There's two ways of buying a donkey. From the retinue screen or from the stables. There's also an event where you can get a donkey for 3,000. And also you can get human donkeys, like Udalric here, brawlers, who come with plus 21 inventory space. I've only found like one brawler at this run though. None are available here. I'll get Yolanda the milkmaid. I guess let's get a couple of these guys, since still looking for capable people. Okay, Yolanda is decent as a tanky type character. Not great, but decent. 2-star melee defense. Comes with sure footing, starts at 5 because of that. Sure. Let's see. Perks. Tactical maneuvers, underdog. Doesn't get the shield perks. We can mayhaps get those later on though. Anyways, welcome aboard, Yolanda. Tank question mark. Not like a great one, but... Anyways, and then we have Fredby the Swine. 3-star range defense. Does have Wind Reader. No stars in actual ranged skill though. 1-star melee skill. I don't think I care at all about that. So let's see here. So that's going to be a third of range defense. So let's say he reaches 50. So it's going to be 16 plus range skill out of range defense. Eventually. So eventually decent. I don't think I want to wait that long though. This guy is otherwise pretty underwhelming, so I'll just let them go. But yeah, Yolanda here is a decent find, not fantastic, but anyways. Anyways, I think I'll end the episode here. I'll equip Yolanda and do perhaps some other inventory things on my own time. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.